Got it. All right, I hooked on the rubber band. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and build this cool rubber band trap where you have to put the dowel in to grab the rubber band that's in the block. Push it in there, give it a couple turns, jiggle it a little bit, and then pull out, and then you can grab a hold of it. So this is all the parts we need. 3" by 3/4, well, by 3/4 block of wood. We already stained it. We'll do it again. This is a 1 3/4 5/16 dowel, and that's a 1/2" 5/16 dowel with a couple little notches on either side. It's hard to see. Just hold the rubber band in. All right. So I just did a little. I found the center of the block right here, and we're going to drill a 5/16 hole down the middle of it, about 2.5 inches down. We don't want to go all the way through. We want to stop at about 2.5 inches, because this is going to get glued into the top of it, just like that. All right, let's go to the drill press. All right, so we are at the drill press. I'll just put it in the clamp right there. Clamp it tight. All right, I'm going to turn on the drill. If I did that right. Didn't go through. That's good. Okay, let's go make the top of it. Done is made a few marks right here at 3/4 inch from the top. So we're gonna make a couple 4 facets on it to make the top of the puzzle there. What I like to do is connect it on both sides so I can see a little bit better. Alright, and then we'll go to the abrasive disc. Alright, so I got the disc pretty much set up at about, I'm going to guess, 22.5 inches. 22.5 inches. How about degrees? Alright, so I'm just going to pretty much connect the line down there with the middle of the I'll do it 3 more times. This is actually the most important part of this puzzle. When you find out how it works. There it is, it's all done. That was exciting. It was a cool facet in a diamond. So all I did was clean up the sanding marks on that. I'm going to stain it again just because we don't want it to get all dirty and gross looking. There we are. Good as new. Now all I have to do is cut off the top so that we have the spot for the dowel to go into. I just made a mark from the base to the top about 2 1/8. That's what I came up with. Look at that, 2 in 8. We'll cut that on the miter box and then glue the dowel in. Okay, so now we have the two pieces. We got the base and of course the top. It's got the hole in there. It doesn't go through because we're going to put the notched dowel into there and glue it in place. At the same time, we're going to put the plug in at the bottom. Call this the bottom. And the rubber band's going to go in there. I'm just using this 2-part epoxy because it's a little bit durable, but it dries pretty quickly, so we don't have to wait all day for this to set up with one clip. These nozzles are great if you use it once, but they clog up the first time you use them. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of epoxy on here. The hole in the top is not deepest. Okay, there's the top. Now we're just going to push it in there so it looks like that. And get a rag here or a towel. Try to clean off the part that oozes out, just so it fits in the bottom nicely. Put it all together. Set that aside to cure. Now before we put in the base, what I do want to do is take a 5/16 drill bit and kind of ream this out just a little bit, because what we want to make sure is that the dowel goes in and out really easily. It's really important for it. It's a great sound. Still a little tight. Might also have to sand the dowel just a little bit. So now what we need to do is grab our rubber band, put some epoxy. That set up really fast. 5 minutes, more like 5 seconds. Grab some epoxy and put it on the plug. Now we want to make sure we hold the rubber band in there really, really well. It's hard to see those notches in the rubber band. Try to feed it through. You can see me pulling it tight. Alright, so it fits in there really tight and snug. Try not to get my fingers, my gross fingers, on a brand new stained piece of wood. Just going to go ahead and force it in the bottom there, nice and tight. Alright, so now we're seated in there very well. That wasn't right. So now we got the rubber band hanging out, which is fine because we don't want most of it hanging out. Cut off some of it. It's actually very important to leave some of it for slack, but also so people can inspect it and know that there's a rubber band in there for sure. Okay. Set that aside and let it cure. The last step after you get this all straightened up is to put a little paste wax on the dowel inside and on the top. But once you get that paste wax on this, it's not going to accept lacquer, so I'm just going to spray that up real fast. Alright, so thanks to the Arizona sun, that lacquer cured really, really fast. All I have to do now is just ease a little bit of the diameter off of this dowel. So like I said, it needs to go in and out of that body really easily. Otherwise, you won't be able to grab the rubber band. not loose fitting. Alright, let's see how we do here. Feels pretty good. I can feel that rubber band down in there. So now I'll just get a little bit of this paste wax. Put it up on there. Alright. And it's also helps with the finish up here. It should be ready to go. Let's see if this thing works. Alright. Feels pretty good. Alright, so you can see on the base of the rubber band it's facing that direction. So try to put that notch perpendicular to it. Alright. Put it all the way down until you can kind of feel it. There's not a lot of room in there, so you kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing. Give it a little bit of a twist and pull up at the same time. You should be able to feel it grab, and then just slowly pull it. And there you go, it pulls it right back in. Alright, let's try to see if I can't grab it again. There, pull it. Almost got it. Try it again. Alright, yeah, I got it that time. Let's see if I can't pull it out pretty far. There it went. And there you go.